welcome back. You're watching Young Turks on CNBC-TV18. It's time now to go across to Malika Men, and she's got with her a young achiever who likes to ride into the past and come back brand new.
Hi Shri. In the Out of the Box segment today, we're going to meet someone who believes that old is gold. We'll meet Gurmukh Singh Salh of Vintage Rebuild, who does just that, rebuild vintage bikes. His passion is taking something old and turning it into something brand new. Meet Gurmukh Singh Salh, owner of Vintage Rebuild. As the name suggests, Vintage Rebuild is Gurmukh's opportunity to do what he does best, restore vintage bikes. A passion that's withstood the test of time. Harleys, BSAs, Nortons and even an Indian Chief. If they're old and classics, then you may just find them at Gurmukh's workshop being put back into top gear.
Started when I was a kid. My uncle used to have an old motorcycle, a BSA motorcycle, and he sold that bike to somebody in Chandigarh. And I tried my best to find that bike, but I'm not able to get that bike in my hand again. I just started collecting these all motorcycles.
So what is the interest in vintage bikes?
The looks of these motorcycles are unique. They are, they are more beautiful. According to me, they are more beautiful if you compare with the new motorcycles. Because in new motorcycles, there is a fairing. You can't see engine and the inside stuff. But the old bikes, you can see everything, from wiring to engine, gearbox, everything is exposed. So that makes the motorcycle more beautiful. And I want to, I want to ride these motorcycles on road because they are very unique these days. Very few people now in India ride these bikes on roads.
Though his family had the box, kickstarting was not easy. With a workshop in his home, Gurmukh started with no experience and learnt on the job reading manuals. But after the initial speed breakers, the road smoothened out. A large international clientele, Gurmukh is a member of the History on Wheels Club and spends his time and great effort getting people to appreciate the beauty of these classic machines. Is it difficult actually in Delhi to be able to source these antique bikes?
Plus, number one, we need, for restoration, you need experience. And without experience, you can't do a motorcycle. And it took, I think, 10 years to, to have an experience to restore a motorcycle. Not very easy because I don't have the proper tools and I don't have the proper knowledge how to restore a motorcycle. Then I go through the workshop manuals and the books which teach you how to restore motorcycles, vintage motorcycles. And then I start collecting all the tools, especially for the vintage motorcycles.
Gurmukh cherishes whatever is junk the most. With 44 vintage bikes already part of his collection, the next step is to open a museum to display them all. But it's not just bikes that turn him on. His trip is collecting every kind of antique he can find. From old cameras to radios, Gurmukh is growing his collection every day.
That's it then on this edition of Young Turks. As always, do write to us, youngturks@tv18online.com. That's our email address. Remember, Young Turks is hitting the road. We're going to be heading to Goa very, very soon. So if you're young entrepreneurs, professionals, musicians, artists, designers from Goa, send us your profile and we'll see what we can do about them. Catch us again, same time, same place next week. Till then, from all of us here on the team, goodbye and thanks for watching.